Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Am I audible?
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Good morning, मैम. बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है आप सबको देख के.
A very good morning to all of you.
Nish.
I am Dr. Rashmi Bhardwaj, member of Institutions Innovation Council. Welcome you all in today's workshop on intellectual property rights, IPR, and intellectual property management for startup. Intellectual property is a category of property that includes intangible creations of the human intellect. There are many types of intellectual property. The most well-known types are copyrights, patent, trademarks, and trade secrets. Intellectual property protection is critical to fostering innovation. Intellectual property rights are the legal rights which aimed at protecting the creation of the intellect, such as inventions, the appearance of product, literary, artistic, and scientific work and sign, among others. To enlighten us all on this topic, intellectual property rights and its management for planning a startup, I would like to invite Dr. Rohin Garg, Associate Professor of a very prestigious institute, AIIMS Rajkot. Sir himself have 4 patents granted and 2 patents published on his name. Sir is actively involved in research field and has received 4 grants for his research projects. Sir has more than 30 publications and he is editor-in-chief of International Journal of Medical Research Professional. Sir, am I audible to you?
Yes.
Sir,
Thank you very much for the kind words. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Am I audible?
Yes, sir, you're audible. So you can start the.
Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
So should we start?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now I'm sharing the screen. Kindly allow to screen share.
Okay, sir. I'm making you a co-host.
ये कनेक्ट करना है इधर
Sir, now you can share the screen.
Thank you very much. Now screen is visible to everyone? Is the screen visible to everyone?
Yes, sir. Screen is visible.
Yes.
Shall we start?
Yes, sir.
Yes, please.
Okay. Thank you very much for inviting me for this today's talk, that is intellectual property rights. Myself, Dr. Rohin Garg from AIIMS Rajkot. So we start the thing is intellectual property rights, commonly known as IPR. In this lecture, we will describe various things regarding our rights. So first of all, the key question that arises is what is meant by intellectual property and what are the rights? So intellectual property or intellectual property rights. And these are some tools that are undercovered by the IP intellectual property, that it patents, industrial design, trademark, copyright, geographical indications. So these are some tools that are covered under intellectual properties. So first of all, we discuss what is intellectual property. So assets, or you can see property. Property is the thing that we can say it's someone's own thing. Where a right of ownership is also associated with property. But usually what we know as a property, they are basically depending on two types. Either it is tangible property or tangible assets and intangible assets. Tangible and intangible assets, they are divided based upon the physical form. If a property has its physical form, like we all have buildings, machinery, cars, so they have some physical form. That thing is known as tangible property, a tangible asset. But if some property, they don't have any physical form, usually don't have any physical form, but they are they are formed by the intellect of the individual. They are covered under intellectual property. So what is intellectual property and intellectual assets are? They are the result of the creative efforts of the human intellect, formed by the human minds. And when we the results of that creative effect, when the artistic work or linguistic work, novels, whatever the things are created by the human intellect, when we publish it in physical form, then it is known as intangible assets. So basically, the property or assets are divided into two parts: tangible and intangible. Tangible means movable or immovable, building and cars. So intellectual property, that is basically divided into two parts. One is industrial property related, and second is copyright. So usually registration required for industrial property related properties like patents, designs, trademark. GIs are geographical indications. We will later we will discuss it. That is geographical indication. And another thing is copyright. So we will talk in detail regarding that. So IPR is intellectual property rights. They are further divided into patents, copyright, geographical indication, trademark, industrial design. So what exactly is the rights is, these are the exclusive rights given to person for creation of their mind. Whatever by their mind, by their intellect, they have created, they have invented. The government provides some monopoly, exclusive right to that person for a certain period of time. After that period of time, it comes into the public domain. So for that period of time, that exclusive right for that property provided by the government, the legal right, that is known as intellectual property. And these are intangible potential assets, and usually monopoly is associated only reproduce and use that property in various forms. And basically, these are negative rights. Negative rights because these rights prevent other persons to use. Only the person under whom these rights, these things are registered, only they can use this property. So we start further. So actually, what is intellectual property? Actually, what is intellectual property? They are recognized forms, they are accepted forms all over the world. For what? For incentive to individuals for their new creation. Whenever, if there are no new creations, so there will be no social development of the society. There will be no social development of the country. So basically, these rights, intellectual property rights, they are the incentive for the individual for creating the new things, creating the inventions. That's why patents are granted, copyrights are done, logos are created. So they are actually incentive, and they provide recognition to their creators, their inventors, their patentees, as well as to available to make available genuine and original products, so that it will further stimulate other persons to invent more and more, to do more research. Sorry. Please manage these things. Two people are waiting into the waiting room. Please manage these. So what is the rights are? The honors they use for that certain period of time. They can use that rights in any form. They can solve the rights. Any company can bought the right. If there is any new invention and any the honor of that invention, they have patented it. So if any company want to buy these inventions, want to use their technology in their product, that patentees, that owners can sold and that company can buy, as well as these can be taken on lease or rent for a certain period of time, as well as these also can pass under the will from generation to generation, as well as a person can assign also. Assign is a person, yeah, owner can assign some another person to use that property under certain condition. So we will discuss it further also. So there is an image, some intellectual persons are asking that to an intellect person that can I patent my copyrighted trademark? So is there any problem in this statement that can I patent my copyrighted trademark? So this is a problem because all these things like patent, copyright, trademark, they all are separate and different things. So first of all, we discuss what are these different things: patent, copyrights, trademarks, geographical indications. We will discuss one. All of you have seen. So what is IPR? What is the IPR? Intellectual property rights of this company are how they maintain their intellectual property rights technology under different headings, like the written words, that is Coca-Cola. These, this is their trademark. The external appearance, this written word, that is their trademark. The logo of the company, that is known as their trademark. Shape of this bottle, the shape of this bottle, or you can say external appearance of their product, external appearance of their product, that is known as industrial design. So they design their bottle so no other company can copy it. As well as if they have bottling equipment, they are using their specific technology, and if they are patenting these technology, they can patent their technology, bottling equipment technology, so on that, so no other company can copy that. As well as they can also save their property rights under copyright also, like whatever text, whatever images they are displaying on their websites, whatever stick were created over the website or their manual, sorry, over their manual, or you can say over their manual, or in their user manual, like so that is protected under the copyright acts. So a single product like this Coca-Cola bottle, they can be protected by more than one intellectual property right. They can be trademarked, they can be registered under industrial design, these can be patented, these can be copyrighted, but different things will be done under these headings. One more example we can take, like a camera. A camera can be patented, camera can be registered under different headings. Like if this company want to go for patent, so each and every individual improved mechanism done by this camera, these mechanism, if they explain to the government in full detail, these can be patented. Nowadays, even also as a, you can say only the mechanism is not registered. Even there, we all know that in these electronic devices, there is some motherboard. Yeah, electronic circuits, integrated circuits are there. Even nowadays, companies are patenting their integrated circuits also, their motherboard also. So these mechanism by which these electronic devices are working, so their technical specification, their technological specifications, they are covered by patent. Industrial design, the outer appearance of this camera, their shape, their contour, their configuration, the outer appearance of this camera, that is registered under industrial design. As well as the company name, either it can be Nikon, it can be Canon, that company name, their brand name can be trademarked, they can be registered trademark. As well as whatever instruction or manual they are using, they are displaying over the website, these can be copyrighted. So no other company can use their material as it is. Some more example of this logo. This is Apple's logo. This is a Kolhapuri chappal. The Kolhapuri chappal famous, the Kolhapuri region of India that is famous for the formation of these chappal. So this is known as geographical indication. Particularly these kind of footwears, they are formed in that region. They are specific in that region. So they are registered by the geographical indications. We have already discussed this Coca-Cola. One more thing we can discuss here that is known as trade secret. We all know that Coca-Cola, they have a specific taste. Pepsi has a specific taste. They have a specific technology to form their chemical, their product. And they have registered their technology by which how in proportion they are using the chemicals, by which proportion they are forming their chemical, their beverages. They cannot disclose because this is substantially associated with the business. So they have registered that in that technology in the trade secret, because in patent we have to fully disclose whatever the mechanism we are using. In patent we have to disclose, but under the trade secret, a company, if there is sufficient amount of business is involved, then government can register that product into the trade secret. So like Coca-Cola, Pepsi, they have registered their profile, their mechanism of formation of their product under the trade secret. One more example is like that this is Tirupati Laddu. All of them heard this name Tirupati Laddu, the famous Tirupati Mandir. And the association of that Tirupati Mandir, they have registered the composition of their this sweet in geographical indication. So no other association can produce this Tirupati Laddu on by specifically forming and using their technology. So these are some other kinds of IPR. Now we discuss in small, that is patents. So patents actually they are invention. Either it can be product, it can be process, it can be material or composition, any mechanism, any technical solution to the technical problem, they are covered under patent. Industrial design is external appearance. That thing is known as industrial design. Any new shape, any new pattern, whenever any company releasing any new product, it is forming any new model, they should undergo industrial design. So no other company can copy as it is. One more thing is trademark. Trademark is a visual symbol or any logo. Then the copyright. Copyright is actually the artistic, literary, musical, and dramatic creations of any person. So we will discuss these detailed copyright and geographical indication later on. First of all, we discuss some organizational structure. That is, all these things, they are registered by the government, by the Ministry of Commerce and Industry, Department of Industrial Policy and Promotion, and the Indian Agency for the Registry of these different kind of intellectual property. They are done by the Controller General of Patent, Designs and Trademark. For the patent and designs, they have 4 offices in the India, that is Kolkata, Delhi, Mumbai, and Chennai. They have 4 offices, and their territorial distribution is defined. Like some nearby states only applying in the Kolkata, as in the UP, we usually apply for any patent in Delhi. South states usually apply for patent into the. For trademarks, there we have 5 office in the 4 metro city as well as in Ahmedabad. For geographical indication registry, there is an office of Controller General of Patent in Chennai, as well as for only patent information system and management system, a office is created by the Controller General of Patent in the Nagpur. So this is the website of the Indian patent system. That is the office of the Controller General of Patent, that is ipiindia.gov.in. Here we can apply, here we can view the status as well as all the patents. So all the things are governed on this website, that is ipiindia.gov.in. That is the office of the Controller General of Patent, Design and Trademark under the Government of India. So what is the validity? I have already told you that they are provided for a certain time duration, not lifetime. Only few of them they are provided lifetime. that what are the duration. First of all, we discuss patent. Usually, by the government of India, patent is provided for the 20 years. After 20 years, from the date of patent, it is protected for 20 years. For 20 years, monopoly is under the name of owner. An owner can use in technology in any form. He can buy, he can sell, he can give on lease or rent, whatever he want to do. For 20 years, this technology patent that is registered under this patentee, he can use on 20 years. After 20 years, it will enter into the public domain for free use. So usually patents are provided for 20 years and renewal is done by every year. And these patents, they are granted by Patents Act in 1970s, but they are not only started in 1970. Patent Act dated back in 1856, when India's first patent was granted to a scientist, that is Alfred George D. Penning. The name of scientist was Alfred George D. Penning. In Chennai, here in Calcutta, he has applied for a patent for a Pankha pulling machine in the Calcutta. Pankha pulling machine is applied, and for that time, British government has provided him the patent. So history of patents are dated back from 1856. Thereafter, continuous amendments were done. The latest amendment for the Patent Act were done in the 2005. So usually patents are governed by the Patent Act, and they are provided for the 20 years. Trademarks are provided for lifelong after each 10 years, and they are covered by the Trademarks Act 1999, amended further. Designs, industrial designs are usually provided for 15 years, usually provided for 10 years, renewable up to 15 years, and they are covered by the Designs Act. Artistic, linguistic works, they are usually covered up to 60 years, and their renewal is not necessary. They are already whenever any linguistic artistic work is created, it goes in Copyright Act, and no renewal is compulsory, but they are protected by the Copyright Act 1957 and then amended it further. One more is geographical indication, like Kolhapuri chappal, Agra ka pitha, Bikaneri bhujia. These kind of things are geographical indication, and these are provided for lifelong, but renewal after every 10 years are compulsory. So first of all, we discuss what is patent. So patent is actually the exclusive right to the inventor, commonly known as patentee. Let's assume a patent or invention is done by 5 patentees, 5 persons. So that patent will be registered under these 5 persons, and all of them, they are equal until unless specified. All of them are equal, and they are known as patentee. So that is the exclusive right of the inventor to prevent others for possessing, using, selling, manufacturing, and importing the invention. So this prevent others to use them. Only the patentee or inventor, only they can use that registered product. So what thing is there? In lieu of these patentee or inventor, they have to give full description to the government, and they have to give full description into the public domain for a certain period of time. So applicant or patentee that are applying to the government for the patent, and in return of this monopoly over this patent, like for 20 years, they have to disclose everything about the invention in the patent document. They have to clearly specify each and every step by the diagrammatical representation, how they have invented these things, how that invention will work. They have to clearly specify each and everything in detailed. Then it is known as patent. So these can be filed online in India or ipiindia.nic.in. So what actually is patent? Patent is the monopoly, exclusive monopoly for the patentee granted by the government of India for any invention or any technical advancement to the inventor or his assignee as a territorial right. I will discuss this word in the later, that is territorial right, in lieu of disclosure of that invention in full specification. And the term of the patent, usually in India, they are granted for 20 years from the date of filing not from the date of granting. They are usually started from date of filing. When the person files the patent, if the grant takes 2 years or 3 years, even if it takes, but their term will start from the date of filing. So these are the different acts under which the patents are. The one like the Patent Act 1970, as well as under patent rules are created by the government for the understanding of the individuals. The patent rules are created by the in 2003. So these are the different patent act. So now what are the rules? What are the criteria for any invention to undergo patented? So what are the criteria of patentability? How these patents are counted? Not any invention is can be considered as patent. So what are the criteria? The first criteria, it could be novel. It should be novel. It should be new, some new thing. It should be novel. Secondly, it should have some inventive stat, not obvious thing, not any obvious thing, not any already known thing. We cannot patent and any already known thing, as well as it have some useful for the industrial application. It has to be some value, not only superficial thing or not only superficial knowledge can be patented. It should have some industrial application. Then these invention can only be patented. As well as the patented, let me specify what these sections these things, these are not inventions. First of all, that is frivolous. Yeah, any obvious thing, these are not invention. Contrary to well established natural law, already known thing cannot be patented. Already known thing. As well as if any invention or anything that is injurious to public health, it cannot be patented. As well as if a person only doing the arrangement or rearrangement of the words in any patent, or you can say if he is using only paraphrasing of the any already known product, that cannot be protected. As well as any living thing discovery or non-living thing discovery, it cannot be protected. Any method of agriculture or horticulture, or any mathematical or business method or computer program, but for these things we have copyright. These cannot be patented. These are covered under Copyright Act. As well as Section 4, these are also not patentable. Anything related with the atomic energy, these procedures, these invention cannot be patented. So one question arises, that is enforceable in another country? No. They have territorial distribution. Whatever patent government of India is providing, they are granting, they are only applicable in the India. Whatever US is providing, only applicable in the US. So if any company or any inventor want to, if they have some conflict of interest, want to expand further, they can apply in different countries. But they have to apply in different countries for the same product. Granting a patent in one country does not force other country to grant us. Each country has their separate patent offices, their separate grant offices. So persons or inventors or patentees, they have to apply differently in different countries. As well as if a patent is refused in one country, it doesn't mean it will be refused in another country. No, all countries have different kind of patent rules. One thing is there, that is priority date. So priority date is that if any invention or anything is patented or copyrighted or trademarked in India, so if an inventor also file for patenting in another country, so that is known as second filing. But if he does the second filing within 6 months of the design and trademark, and for the 1 year for the patent, let's assume one person has patented one design or one any invention in India, and if within 1 year he or she applies for in some other country also, then their date of application date of granting of that patent will be the first to have filed for protection. Their date will be counted when they have applied in India, because these things have business interest. Is this boy is 9 years old, Hrideshwar Singh Bhati from Jaipur. This was the youngest patent holder on wheelchair. His guide or inspiration was Stephen Hawking. He's also on the wheelchair. His inspiration was scientist Stephen Hawking, and he has developed a game of six-player chess. Six-player can play the chess. He has invented this game by the age of 9 years old. So he is the youngest patent holder on wheelchair. Now another thing is industrial design. What you can see, what product we see usually in the market, whatever we see, any companies, any product, they usually go for registering under industrial design. They register their design, so no other company can copy their design. So these things are known as industrial design. So what industrial design is? It is the ornamental or aesthetic aspect of any article. It doesn't mean with any functional feature. They are only registering their outer appearance, their special appearance. That thing is covered by the industrial design, not any technical part, not any distinguishing feature. Only the external appearance is covered by the industrial design. They include their three-dimensional feature as well as two-dimensional feature. Like you can say all these designs, any garment found by any company, any well-known company, they are covered by the industrial design. So they are exclusive right against unauthorized copy. Usually they are provided for initially 10 years, but extendable up to 15 years only. And after 15 years, their design will enter into the public domain. Now, one more thing is these are trademarks. We all have seen these symbols, these signs, Yahoo, Adidas, BBC, Nike, BMW. We all have seen these signs, and they are the logo of these companies. Well-known logo of these companies we already have seen, and these things are known as trademark. Logo, a brand name of that company, that is known as trademark. So generally, a brand or logo that is known as trademark. So that trademark is a visual symbol. It can contain anything. It can be a word signature. It can be name like Walmart. It is the name. It can be device. It can be label. It can be numeral or the combination of color. Okay. Any company can choose any kind of thing, but not usual. Not any company cannot choose, like any automobile company cannot register their trademark by the name of car. No, Hyundai cannot register their trademark as car, because car is a general term. So they can register Hyundai. They can trademark their logo like H, but they cannot register their trademark by the simple word CAR. So they can use the visual symbols by the combination of signature, name, device, label, numerals, a combination of colors. So any name, device, symbol, or shape of goods can be taken. Nowadays, these are further expanded. Like nowadays, what the companies are doing, what the persons are doing, they are using less traditional forms. Like they are using audible signs. Like we all have listened to the Nokia jingle. Nokia has registered under trademark act, the sound of Nokia jingle, as well as we all have seen the MGM pictures. So that roar of the lion sound, they have registered under the trademarks act. Or no other company can use that roar of the lion sound of that company, that clip in their product, as well as olfactory signs like smell, such as perfumes smell. Some companies are using their smell. They are registering under trademark the smells of the perfume. So these are the some kinds of trademark that can be used. It can be name, it can be logo type like Nike, it can be symbol like this McDonald's. It can be a slogan, I'm loving it. This is a trademark also. It can be color, it can be bottle shape. So trademarks can be created by any of those things. So what different symbols company does to define that these are registered, that these are trademarked. So if any company's name, that this word is written, that is TM. So it is used for the application filed for the product, any for product. So this TM, trademark register. For any services, if company is providing any services, then SM is written. And for registered trademark, this circular R is written. So if any brand logo, any company name, these words are written, it means these words or these trademarks, that brand or logo, they are already registered. No other company can copy or use these words or trademarks. Even not similar. I will show you example later on. So actually trademarks is, they have mainly functions are, they can distinguish the product or services from one enterprise to another. They can differentiate. If we see a McDonald's sign everywhere, only McDonald's company can use, or no other company can use. And they can refer to a particular quality of the product also. And they are specifically to promote the market. Now another is copyrights. Sorry. The copyright, one is patent, second is trademark, third one is copyright. Copyright is legally term that is used for the creative mind for their literary work or artistic work. They are covered by copyrights. So what things are covered? Any literary work done by any person, either it can be novel, it can be poem, it can be plays, it can be reference work, newspaper, articles, whatever things are written, they are protected under Copyright Act. Any computer program or database. I have earlier mentioned that computer programs are included in the Section 3 of Patent Act that cannot be patented. So computer programs and database can be copyrighted. Any film, music composition, dance, theatrical production. Any artistic works like painting, drawing, photographs, sculptures, architecture, advertisement, all these things are copyrighted. And these copyright comes into existence as soon as this play was done, as soon as the novel is printed, as soon as poem is written or published, as soon as plays are done, as soon as the films are released, all these things. So they comes under the Copyright Act. So what is covered by copyright? Any literary work or films, any dramatic plays, any musical thing, any artistic work, any sound recording, all these things are covered by the Copyright Act. And as soon as these things are published or created, this Copyright Act is started over there. What is not covered by copyright? Now this is the main thing, is what is not covered. Ideas are not covered. Like a person is writing a book, like I am writing an anatomy book. So I am using the already known information. I am writing that information in my book. The way of expression, the choice of the words, choose whatever words I am choosing to write that anatomy book. My idea of expression, this is copyrighted, not the knowledge, not the content. A person is writing the physics book, so he is writing different physics theory. So that theory is not copyrighted. His idea of expression to explain that theory, this is copyrighted. His diagram, whatever diagrams he is creating there to explain the content, that things are copyrighted, not the content. As well as already known fact, whatever established natural facts, they are not covered by copyright. Any recipes, they are not copyrighted. Works lacking originality, like phone book. Phone book is not a creative mind, creative product. So that is not under covers under copyright. So copyright does not protect the ideas. They only protect the form of expression of idea. How the words are chosen, how the musical notes are created, colors are chosen, shapes are chosen. So they are only covering that thing. Whatever words they have choose, whatever musical notes they have choose, what shapes they have drawn. So they are only copyrighted, not the content. So for the copyright owners, what they can do, they can prohibit or authorize for their work to be copied or reproduced in various forms, to distribute to the public in public domain or copy format, perform in public, broadcast, translated in other language. So these can be decided only by the copyright owner. Now in India, what is the term of copyright? So usually the term of copyright is during the lifespan, whatever work is created by any inventor under Copyright Act, any linguistic, artistic work created by any inventor, that is protection by the Copyright Act throughout their lifetime and up to 60 years, after his death. So any inventor, any creator who has done any linguistic, artistic work, published a poem, published a novel, whatever thing is created, it is covered up to 60 years after his death. It is protected up to 70 years in the US and Europe, and only mainly 50 years after death. One more thing is there, that is geographical indications. Geographical indications, first of all, we can read some name also, like Darjeeling tea, Kanchipuram silk sari, Alfonso mango, Nagpur orange, Kolhapuri chappal, Bikaneri bhujia, Basmati rice, Agra ka peta. We all have, well, these are agricultural, naturally manufactured goods associated with the territory. Like Agra ka peta, famous in Agra. So they are usually manufactured in the Agra or nearby region. So geographical indications provided by the government, some association that are chiefly formed, chiefly associated with the manufacture of that product. So that government is providing registered information, registering their organization and their association for under the heading of geographical indications. Only these associations can produce the product by their traditional skills and knowledge. So ultimately, the value of that product is retained. So because and also the name of this geographical indication always consists of place of origin, like Darjeeling tea, Kanchipuram silk sari, Agra petha, Bikaner bhujia, like this. Now, one or two slides regarding the some international point we are usually discussing regarding the government of India things. So one is WIPO. WIPO is the World Intellectual Property Organization, and this is the specialized agency of United States, created in 1967. It promotes in the Geneva, but usually we have to apply in each and individual country separately. As well as one World Intellectual Property Day, they are usually celebrated on April 26. Last year, the World Intellectual Property Day, April 26, their slogan was to innovate for a green future. Now, the second key question that arises under this topic is, what is infringement? What is infringement? First, know what are the, how we can escape from infringement. Any reproduction, use, distribution, performance, etc. of the work, yeah, a person under whom copyright is act is registered, under whom the trademark registered, any reproduction of their work used without their consent, that cause in. Am I audible? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
Again, I'm sharing the screen. Oh. Huh. So, what is use, distribution, or performance? Any we are using their product in any form, this is infringement. One term is there. If someone doesn't know what is infringement, they use the term fair use. Fair use means we can use other person's product in some amount, and this is permissible. So what fair use criteria? Fair use doctrine. Usually it is known as fair use doctrine. So that criteria that permit us to use someone else's product. And in day-to-day life, we are using someone else's product. We can use in small excerpt in a review or for any criticism. We can use small excerpts of their product to make our product. As well as if we approach several persons, newspaper article, we can take quotations from there after due for limited copying by the student for their academic work. But all of these are permissible after due reference to the honor. These acts our freedom to speech. Because we have the freedom to speech, we can comment of other persons, we can criticize other persons. Action for against these. First of all, person or patentee can file a suit in the district or high court, and the district and high court can issue the injunction to prevent the infringer or perpetrator from any further use and award the damages to the patent owner, and as well as he can direct, the court can direct to the perpetrator or infringer to pay patent owner. One classical example for the patent infringement is by when Apple sued the HTC, his company. The Apple sued the phone maker HTC, that is a Taiwanese company, and they filed the Taiwanese company for infringing their 20 Apple patents related with the iPhone. And when the declaration of these cases was done, STC has to pay hefty amount to Apple. That time, Steve Jobs, the Apple CEO, said in the statement that we think competitors should create their own, not steal ours. So every person should create their own, not stealing or just rearranging other person's work. One more example of such kind of thing is there. This is example of infringement of industrial design. These are the original Nike shoes. On the left hand side, you can see the original Nike shoes. And these are the infringement done by the Skechers. Amount to Nike for these kind of activity, as well as remedies from the trademark. These are the usually most frequently done kind of infringement, that is trademark infringement. A suit can be filed in the dispute. These are the examples of trademark infringement. This is the original McDonald's symbol. This is McDonald's. Starbucks or Sardar Baksh coffee. This is original Puma symbol. Lots of them are also using. And Adidas, so numerous companies, numerous local manufacturers, they are using the symbol of Adidas. And Adidas have usually used this thing for the civil enforcement action. What they have done, they have filed suits by the Adidas company in the Delhi High Court against the counterfeiters. And in the initial stage, the local commissioner had infringed all the goods, all the things they have seized by these companies, this infringing company, and then cases were filed, hearings were done, and ultimately the actions were done against these infringing companies. Now the remedies for copyright. This is also protected by the Copyright Act. A suit can be lied in the district court and a high court, and punishment can be given up to 3 years. Now, these are some examples of copyright infringement. Like this is a design created by Ritika Limited, and this is by another person. This is a design created by the Ritika Limited. This is by another person. Only the color is changed, as well as you can see here. So these are the infringement in the copyrights. One term that arises here, most frequently used by the infringers in the courts, that is known as, that they use this term that I didn't know that this thing is copyrighted or this thing is patented. The most frequent term used by the infringers or perpetrators, that I don't know that this product is patented or copyrighted or trademarked. That thing is known as innocent infringement. But infringement was unaware that things were protected. But these will not work properly if any patented company, any patented product, they write this word along with the product, that is patent. If they are using these pseudonym, if any copyrighted thing, if they are using this symbol with the year, means that this copyrighted, this thing is copyrighted. Utsav Sarees is copyrighted in 2011 and 12 under the Copyright Act. So if these are displaying on any logo, anything, any brand value, any document, it clearly shows that these things are registered. No one else can use these things without the permission of the owner. Now there are two questions are there. One is quiz, that is, Education Command wants to reproduce a textbook and distribute to all college students. Is this permissible? Education Command wants to reproduce a textbook and distribute to all college students. This is not permissible because no one can reproduce any person's creativity, as it is or in substantial proportion. He can only use a excerpt. He cannot reproduce the thing as it is without the permission of the owner. So this is not permissible. Second example, we can take graphs copied and reproduced in slide. Usually we do during PowerPoint presentation. We can copy some slides from another person, some slides from another person's presentation. So these are copied and reproduced in slides. Will be used in lecture to 150 people. Usually we, when we are teaching to MBBS students, so these graphs are copied or reproduced. The lecture is going to be video broadcast to all colleges of the district. Is this permissible? If the person is only delivering the lecture to 150 people delivering the lecture, delivering the thing to 150 people and with due recognition, due acknowledgement to the owner, that is permissible. But if it is broadcasted to all other districts, so sharing to others, it is not permissible. So these can be, we can fairly use the copyrighted material, trademark material of other, but only in small amount with due acknowledgement. We cannot use or reproduce as it is the other person's registered materials. Two examples we can take also, and these things we usually do in day-to-day life. Like example one, a student of a university was accused of infringing intellectual property right after illegally downloading songs from the internet. We usually do that in day-to-day life. That is, we illegally download songs from the internet and sharing them with others. He was found guilty and ordered to pay hefty amount to the business company. Another example we can take, a graduate student in the university. What he have done, he uploaded publications. He uploaded publications of a publisher, domestic publisher, onto the website of his website or institutional website for downloading by the other students without authorization or consent by the publisher. He just uploaded the soft copies of the publication, soft copy of the books, without the permission or authorization or consent of the publisher. So what the companies have done, the authority has sued, the student is prosecuted, convicted with the copyright infringement because books are covered by the Copyright Act. The verdict was sent to student school and the ministry. Student is booked under the Copyright Infringement Act. School has to print the criminal and civil verdicts into the newspapers. And the school, it seriously impacted the school's reputation. Just a simple act of the student that we can usually do in day-to-day life, it can harm the school's reputation. So intellectual property rights are an issue receiving much global attention. Government urges teachers and students to use internet legally. Do not copy and paste of other person's work as it is, as well as without due recognition. So conclusion, we can say create yourself rather than using others. Only we can use a fair amount of other person's work, but only after due acknowledgement. But we cannot copy as it is. So create yourself rather than using others. And do not use competitors' mark in such a way that it harms the owners under which the inventions or copyrights or trademarks are registered. So technological advancement seen nowadays have made the job of creator easy. We can create hefty amount of intellectual property nowadays. We can copyright, that will be covered under the Copyright Act, that will be covered under Trademark Act or Patent Act. We can now create a hefty amount of new work in the intellectual property just because of technological advancement. But it has also made job easier to the copier. He can easily copy paste. So we have to be sure that we should not infringe the other person's act, So by giving the acknowledgement that I have drawn these material from Joel Beckley, D.V. Madhusudan Rao, and Harsh Banu from Slideshow Representation, as well as Guide India and WIPO publication, I sincerely acknowledge them and extend my courtesy to use their presentations or their knowledge for educational purpose and sustainable development to society for the non-profit basis. Thank you very much.
Am I audible, Dr. Rohin?
Yes, sir. Speaking.
Okay, yeah. So thank you very much.
I have already
Okay.
shared my presentation.
So on behalf of IAC, TMNC, RC, we all would like to convey our thanks for sharing your information about intellectual property rights. So it was indeed a very good presentation. We were new to most of the topics like patent, copyright, trademarks. It's definitely will help us and will help all the students in future.
Thank
We
you
wish
very
you
much.
all the best
Thank you.
to
Thank you very
have
much.
so that you can have more of patents and publications in future also. And we would like you to continue your support in our coming activities of IAC.
Sure, sir.
Thank you
Sure.
very much, Dr. Rohin. Okay then. Bye-bye. See you
Thank you.
again.
Thank you very much, sir, for inviting me for such kind of presentation. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
How to end? So you can end the meeting, Dr. Rohin.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. How to end it?